Okay, Francis, so you asked me how we test the abrasive paper toward resin and grit adhesion in wet conditions.
Yes.
So I will show you the turbula test. It is a kind of washing machine that we use, and we will test the paper for 30 minutes. But first, let's see what we need in terms of equipment for that. We need a can. In this can, we will introduce 200 milliliters of water because it is in wet condition. We will also introduce 500 grams of ceramic beads. To accelerate the aging, the beads will hit the paper and the abrasive during the test. We also need our abrasive sample. That means that we have converted our paper into an abrasive by applying the resin and the grits. We also need to fix this screw at the four corners of the sample. At the end, we get this kind of sample to be introduced into the can.
But Thierry, can you tell me why you put screw on the corner?
So if we do not put this weight on the corner, the paper will stick onto the wall of the can, and then it will not be eaten by the beads, and the aging will not appear. As soon as we have prepared our sample, we need to dip them into water for 24 hours. That will always accelerate the aging condition by this pre-soaking.
Okay, Thierry, you said 24 hours in water. I guess this is something that we set based on our experience?
Yes, definitely by experience. Initially, we were not pre-soaking the paper, but thanks to a result, we now prefer to be in this fixed condition by pre-soaking for 24 hours.
Ingredients are ready, we can cook.
So Francis, the test lasts for 30 minutes. So let's have a look to the result.
Okay, interesting. And then?
So, okay, if you want to evaluate, first you see that this sample has been damaged. Yeah. We got some tear here. Yeah. But here we have oversample, and this is very important from this test. This is really the purpose. We will look at the resin removal. So on the blue, we see that part of the resin and the grease has been removed. So to evaluate, we have a scale. You see here the scale where we get a very good result on the left with less than 5% removal of resin and grease. The opposite is a very bad result where more than 90% of the resin has been removed. And here in the middle, an intermediate result with about 50% of resin removal. So you have to know that for a given paper, we may get different results depending on the resin and depending also on the process, so that means the curing condition. But we have developed our paper with a more universal barrier, so that with most of the common phenolic and epoxy resin, we achieve a good performance. That means a very low level of removal. In case of a new system, a resin process, we may use this test, which has proven its efficiency, to reach the best performance.
Yes, Thierry, and this is, I think, the most important that you have to understand today. We built our long experience thanks to such kind of test. We know the level that we must achieve.
Definitely.
And definitively, this is something that we are developing, we are adapting, because the market has new resin, new machine, and we are more than available to open partnership to continue together to have this perfect quality for wet sanding.
Absolutely.